Well, hello, Grandpa here again, and I'm going to read a story today. I got another thing to do. I'm going to install a rear view camera on my RV, and I got a Yakry. It's a wireless rear view camera kit. See that? And it is a model Y27. And I've had it for a couple weeks now, and the weather hasn't been very good. Anyway, I'm going to show you what you get in the box. You get the camera, got a little antenna on it, wire to connect it with, get some packing. This is the biggest reason I bought this camera, because it has an adapter. My RV is pre-wired for a backup camera, but it's pre-wired for a particular brand. Well, that particular brand costs about $600–700. This one costs about $140. But anyway, it has an adapter so that I can put it on where the other camera is supposed to go with the wire adapter and everything. Okay, comes with different little wire kits and this kind of stuff to power everything up with. It comes with a nice big 7-inch display, and you can see yourself in there. So anyway, this will go inside my truck so I can see what's going on outside. Got the power for it, and I got the instruction manual. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. If you look at this instruction manual, if you read it, it has inside here where if you were to contact Yakry and give them the order number and how much you paid for it, this kind of things, from Amazon, that's who I got it from, and they will send you a free accessory. The free accessory could be several different things here. And anyway, the free accessory that I chose, and I contacted them, and they contacted me back, and they promptly sent it, which is kind of surprising. It comes in another little box in the mail. I chose a second camera. Comes with the power kit, a couple screws, all wrapped up. Got the antenna. So I've got a second camera that I'm hoping to use as a side camera, because this nice big 7-inch display can actually, I believe, project 4 different images at the same time. I think 4 might be kind of small inside there, but I'm thinking if I could see behind me and I could see alongside my trailer when I'm going down the road, it'd be a little easier to change lanes. That's what my hope is anyway. But anyway, I'm going to install at least one camera today. It might take me a little longer because I'm not sure where I'm going to get the power at for a side camera. We'll have to investigate that more. But anyway, today on this video, I'm going to install the backup camera, and I'm going to show you how to do it as I learned myself. Anyway, here we go. One of the first things I like to do is when I get something like this is I like to test it first, bench test it, as they say. And looks like my camera is a little bit crooked. Yeah, maybe it's better. Anyway, I hate to hook everything all up and find out something doesn't work. So anyway, what I did is I have a couple of these adapters, and you've probably got some of these sitting around the house and use them for charging up shop lights or what have you and stuff. And they just have a little end on them, this here kind of thing. But if you look down here in the fine print, you'll have your input, which will be your household current. The output, this is the important part, output 12 volt, 12V. And then they'll have, mine has 2 amp on it. And I'm sure you could probably have a little bit more, a little bit less, or something like that would be fine. But anyway, you have a little circle with a line, and then another little circle with another line. Basically, it's telling you that the outside of this plug is negative, the inside of the plug is positive. So anyway, or you can just hook it up to a battery. They give you the wires to do that with. They're here someplace. Anyway, so what I did is I put the camera out there by my trailer, and it's hooked onto one of these. And this one here, if you can see this, I'm going to hook this onto this display, and I'm going to plug it into the wall back here. Okay, and then we're going to look at the display here. As you can see, that's what I'm seeing out there from my camera. Now my camera is probably a good 40 feet away. So I'm thinking this is going to work pretty good. And that seems to be a really nice picture. Very crystal clear, and I'm impressed with it. And I can even see my little windsock out there moving around. So anyway, no jittery picture or anything else like that. So I think it's safe to go ahead and install this and see how it works in my rig. Anyway, here we go. All right, here we are outside. I'm going to install the rear camera right now. I want to show you the connector that I'm going to use. It's pre-wired. My trailer is pre-wired for this right here, and you can see that. Anyway, and it says rear doorway camera, customized design for F-U-R-R-I-O-N, Furon. As I mentioned before, I went and looked at these Furon cameras, and they run anywhere from about $500 to about $700, and which is pretty pricey for me. And so anyway, I got this one for about $140 off of Amazon, and I'm going to install it now, and I think it's going to be every bit as good. And from the other videos I saw, the installation wasn't that hard. And if you didn't have one of these pre-wired things, I would imagine you could just take out that center tail lamp up there and power on to that one, and use the electricity from that one. They give you all the wires that you would need to do that with. So anyway, I'm going to do that now. I'll take this off, and then I'll show you what it looks like up here when I get that off. Okay, I got this cover off here now, and basically it's just a flat thing there with a wire adapter coming out, wire connector coming out. So anyway, I'll take a good picture of this so you can see what it looks like, and so when you go do yours, you'll know what it looks like ahead of time. Okay, I'm up here on top of the trailer, and I want to kind of show you a couple things. And there's always modifications, it seems like. Nothing fits as it should. And so anyway, I did try plugging this in, and the adapter plugs in just fine. The sun's right there in my eyes. It's a bad place to to have the sun. But anyway, this flap right here, if you can see this okay. Let's see if I can do this way. Let's you can get out here like this. Anyway, if you can see this, it's just a rubber flap right there. It has a wire coming out. Let me pull that out. It has a wire coming out from the middle of it. Well, the adapter plate they gave me, none of the holes line up with these holes. This is just a rubber flap. I lifted this up from underneath, and there's a big old hole underneath there and 4 screw holes. And it doesn't have any kind of sealer on it. So I think I would feel better by having it sealed up a little bit. They put a little sealer around the top, I guess, figuring water might come in there. But I'm going to leave this rubber thing here because I kind of like that. But I think I'm not going to use their adapter plate. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to goop up all those holes. I'm going to put the wire inside the trailer. So I'd have as little wire as possible coming outside here. And we're going to hook it up like that. We're going to probably have to use, maybe make a new hole or 2 in it and stuff so it all lines up right. But I'll have it gooped up, and I'll show you what kind of goop I use on this. And it's the good stuff. It's not stuff you pick up at Home Depot or anything like that. Maybe they have it at Home Depot, but anyway, I ordered it on Amazon. It's made for RVs. And so anyway, I'll get started on that, and I'll keep you informed. All right, this is the sealant I use, and it's called lap sealant, self-leveling, and it's 501 LSW, and it's made for RV roofs and that kind of thing. So anyway, it's really very good stuff. Not horribly expensive. I mean, it was reasonably priced and stuff. I used it when I put the vent covers up on top of my roof. I bought a few extras just in case I come across something like this that it's not sealed up. Most campers are not as well sealed as what you'd think they would be. I used to live on a boat. Sealing things up was important on a boat. And anyway, I kind of wish I knew about this stuff back then. But anyway, it's a big boat. It's a 50-foot boat and stuff, you know, and it was in the water all the time. I lived aboard for 12, 13 years. Actually took it to Alaska and back. So anyway, I'm going to assume that you know how to use a caulking gun and those kind of things. So I'm going to caulk this up. I'm going to stick that wire inside in there. And when I get that done, I'll come back to you and show you what it looks like when I get all that done. Anyway, here we go. All right, I came in the truck and I plugged in the camera, and my only plug-in I got is up here on the dash, and you have to remember to push the button. See, that's off, that is on, and so anyway, the camera, my thing will show me here again. The screen is almost too big for sitting up on top of my dash. And it comes with a suction cup and those kind of things, and but it's just too big up there on the dash. It's a 7-inch screen. So anyway, I kind of like to be able to see out my windshield a little bit better than that. So I put it down here on my console, and so anyway, so it's down here. As you can see, it's showing what's behind my camper right now, and I think I can mount it here. Pretty simple. It has my truck has a place for a cell phone holder right there, and I think I can, you know, probably even use that adapter that came with it to slip into that cell phone adapter. And something I noticed, I usually keep my headlights on auto, and when it's on auto, well, during the daylight, the camera don't work, you know. So what you have to do is you either have to have your headlights on or on accessory, you know, which is like your driving lights, you know, just parking lights, what do you want to call them and stuff. And then you have a screen on it and stuff. So anyway, something to keep in mind. So you'll have to have that going on. And I'm going to go out. I'm not going to try my trailer right now. This is Saturday, and I'm going to go out on Tuesday. I have to take my trailer to back to the shop. There's one little problem with it they're going to take a look at for me. And anyway, we'll do a road test then and see how it actually works. And I'll probably have my little adapter already made by then that slips into that cell phone holder. So anyway, one thing I kind of wish it had is it powers with a 12-volt cigarette lighter adapter, what I've always called cigarette lighter adapter. I probably don't call them that anymore. But it'd be kind of nice if it powered up with a USB plug-in or even a USB-C. And because I have those down here where the screen is going to be. And but anyway, it is what it is, and I got a really good price on it and good customer service so far. And the screen is fantastic. I can see everything behind my camper right now and stuff. So I would have, I'm pretty sure, no problem whatsoever is backing it up or being able to see who's behind me when I'm driving down the road. So it'd be pretty valuable changing lanes and that kind of thing. So anyway, I will go ahead and finish this up, and then on Tuesday I'll take another little video of going down the road so you can see what that looks like. Anyway, we'll see you then. Well, you remember I'm telling you that I was going to try to hook up a side light on this thing. They sent me one for free, and if you, like I said, you read the manual and they tell you how to get some free accessories in there if you just contact them and give them your order number and these kind of things, and they send it to you for free. Anyway, I got the camera, and I was telling them I was going to do a side mount on it, and I think most people would probably poke some holes in the side of their camper and mount it on there and wire it into one of the clearance lights. And not that that's a bad thing, but my camper's brand new. It's a 2022, and I didn't feel like popping holes in the side of it and stuff, so what I did is something a little bit different. I'll show it to you right here. If you look, that's my side camera right there. See, it sticks out just a little bit. And anyway, I don't have it plugged in right now to the power, but what I did is I got a battery box there, and the battery box sits on a couple of pieces of wood because of the you know, I need to lift it up because of the weight distributing hitch. So anyway, so all I do is just bring a little piece of wood out here, and it's plenty strong. And I know it probably looks like a hillbilly did it or something, you know, but pretty strong. Anyway, I just put it out here, and it clears the side, and it gets a view back here. Gets a view back there for my when I want to change lanes. That's the idea behind it anyway. It was a little bit of a trick getting it paired. The manual, there was two of us, so it's not just me. My buddy was here too with me, and was trying to figure it out to get both cameras paired at the same time. The unit comes with the one camera paired to it, so you have to add the other camera to it. And so anyway, I'm not even sure how I did it now, but basically you have to tell it you have another camera, and then it'll say no signal from that camera. And so what you got to do is you got to turn your first camera off, and I did that by turning off my headlights. And then you have this one plugged in, you go into the menu system, you tell it to pair a camera, and then it'll start counting down 20 seconds. During that 20 seconds, you got to come out here and turn the power off to the new camera, wait a couple seconds, turn the power back on to it, and then it will pair with the second camera. Okay, once it all gets paired, then you can turn the power back on to the first camera. So anyway, then you'll have two cameras paired to it. And it took me quite a while to figure that out. The manual was less than intuitive, I guess you could say. But anyway, I got it going. And tomorrow I'm going to be taking my trailer out on the road for a short little road trip. And anyway, I'll kind of take a couple of videos of these cameras, how they working and stuff, and I did at my yard, and they seemed pretty decent. Anyway, we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Are you going?
Yep.
All right. Well, I got the camera all hooked up with a review camera, and I have my friend here shooting this for me because it'd be illegal or at least unsafe to shoot a video as I'm driving down the road. But anyway, it shows up pretty good. I got the camera here and looking out the back right now. I tipped the camera up just a little bit so it shows more of the road. I suppose if I was backing into a spot, I could go out there and jump on the back bumper and tip it down just a little bit so I could see the back of the trailer. But anyway, overall, it works out pretty good. And the side view, I can hit the side view here. Let's see here, channel. There's both views, which makes kind of a funny little picture there. I don't care much for the things, but there's the side view, side camera and stuff. And wouldn't be very useful going down the road, but it would be okay if you're backing into a spot and you're getting kind of close on that side, particularly if you're turning, with your truck, and that way side mirrors on the truck ain't going to really show you too much of what's going on over there. So anyway, that's it for now, and call her good. Well, as you see the screen when I went out for a test drive, we've been having a lot of pollen around here. The screen looked a lot better in the truck than what it looked in the video. Anyway, there's a bit of pollen on the screen of the video. I didn't see that before we went out for a drive, and so therefore it came up in the video. Anyway, but believe me, the camera, the rear camera, backup camera, what do you want to call it? Really like it. The picture is fantastic. The price is unbelievable. I would definitely buy it again. It was easy to install. Wasn't any trouble whatsoever. My trailer was pre-wired, but even if your trailer is not pre-wired, you got those clearance lights in the back there. I think you could just pull one of those out, hook it up to that, because you have to have your lights on either daylight driving lights or the headlights on anyway in order to get power to the camera. And so anyway, it's not a big issue. And the side camera, I'm kind of mixed feelings on that. I don't know how useful it's going to be until I actually get out and start backing up into maybe some of these RV spots and stuff like that. It might come in handy then, and we'll just have to wait and see on that one and stuff. The only, I really don't have many disappointments at all. The camera is mounted quite high in my camper. It's up towards the roof. So therefore it's hard to see down by the bumper without actually moving the camera. I can jump up on my back bumper there and reach up and grab the camera and just tilt it down easy enough. But I kind of like having it up so I can see behind me, almost like a review mirror, for changing lanes and going down the freeway and things like that and stuff, or if I have to back up someplace a little bit. And but anyway, it is easy to face downward. When you do get into those tight spots, you want to back right up against a fence or something like that. So anyway, but overall, yeah, compared to the competition that's sitting there at $500, $600, this is a no-brainer. Yeah, I'd definitely buy it again. I'd recommend it to my friends, and anyway, I'm pretty happy with it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, hit the like. Subscribe, see Grandpa reading a bunch of stories and doing other crazy things and stuff. I do hikes, and I even got a pampas grass, cutting it down with a chainsaw. That's been a pretty popular one. And so anyway, until next time and my next project, and we'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.